Hi, welcome to Search and Study Tech. Today topic is Java naming convention. So naming convention in Java are standard rules and practices used to name the classes, variables, and methods, and so on, and interfaces. So for example, in previous video we are discussed what is meant by identifier. So identifier, maybe it is not a fixed length, it can take the length of any variable or length of any method name. You can take any length, okay, but it can give the meaningful name. So here the Java naming conventions, for example class, here the naming style is Pascal case. So format rule means here, for example, you can see scanner is a predefined class. So every predefined class starts with the capital letter. That's why S is a capital here. So for example, buffer reader is also a predefined class. In any predefined class having, so this buffer reader is a class, this class having multiple word, each and every word starts with the capital letter. Here you can see B is a capital, here R is a capital, okay. So like that, here you can see file input stream, so this is also class. So F is a capital, I is a capital, S is a capital. Like here, for example, here user defined class may or may not be starts with the capital letter, but here you can see the student profile, S is capital, here P is a capital. So but in predefined class must starts with the capital letter, and class name having multiple word, each and every word starts with the capital letter, okay. So that is starts with the uppercase, each word capitalized, okay. That is a Pascal case. So same like here interface also, it can follow the same naming convention rule. Here it is also a Pascal case. For example, runnable, here also predefined interface here. So here it is starts with the R. Like here methods, so it can follow the camel case. So any method starts with a lowercase letter here. So for example, method having multiple word, each and starts with a lowercase. For example, here you can see read is the method, so R is a small. For example, read line is a method, so first word starts with the small letter and then followed word starts with the capital letter. That's why L is a capital here. You can see here also next int, so N is the small letter, next word starts with the capital letter, like that. For example, here you can see get student details, so here starts with the small letter and then followed word starts with the capital letter, right? So this is the method convention rule. So variable, so camel, it can follow the camel case style, same as the method naming. What are the naming rule we are followed like method, here also same. Input stream, here also I is a small letter, S is a capital letter, you can see the same rule it can follow. Scanner input, so I is a capital letter, here it is a starts with a small letter. Like here student name, so S starts with the small letter and followed word starts with the capital letter. So this is the variable. And constant, so it can represent any constant, it is a uppercase. So all uppercase words separated by underscore. For example, here you can see maximum value. So already in previous case we are you can see the example like max value and min value of any data types, right? So here the max value, so it is a capital letter max value separated with the underscore. Like here the minimum priority and maximum marks, like here it can use like pi, okay. So here it is a capital letter. So better to understand that. So what is the variable, what is the method, what is the interface, what is the class, what is the constant value, what is the package, so how to identify based on these rules. So simply can understand that what is the package. Later you can see the one example program also. Here the package, any package starts with the lower case, so separated with, for example, here you have the more package is there, separated with the dot here. So all lower case dot separated with hierarchy. Like here you can see the I am creating own package like, so management, here you can see the school, com. So this is the our package. So each and every package who have the more number of packages is there in your package, that is separated with the dot. So you can see this is a java.io. So it is a predefined package. So here io is a package. So any package is small letter lowercase. Here also you can see the java.util. Util is also a lowercase letter you can use. That is a packages. Like enum, it is also follow the Pascal case. Here you can see the Pascal case enum name. You can see this is the enum name day, but here enum value uppercase. So you can see this is the enum value Monday is uppercase. For example, directions, you can see the directions. So the direction is the name of the enum. Here the value is north. So this is a completely uppercase, right? Here you can see the result status. That is, it is a enum name having the two words. So each and every word starts with a capital letter. Here the value enum value is a past. So it is uppercase letter enum value. So you can see the generic type. So generic type, one letter uppercase identifier. Here you can see T and a list of T here, KV, map KV. Like here you can represent in uppercase letter. Now you can see the one example program, then you can understand what is the Java naming rules, why it is important Java naming rules. You can see here this is a very important program. Here you can see to better understanding that. So here already import is a keyword. Already are discussed in previous video. I discussed what is meant by keyword, what is the use of keyword, how many keywords is there in our program. Like here you can see the util is a package. So here the scanner is a class. So scanner S capital letter. So in that util package you have the scanner class. So predefined class Pascal case, here you can follow the classes Pascal case. So here also I am creating one name, user defined name. This is public class. The class is a keyword, and student info. So first S is a capital letter and I is a capital letter. So may or may not follow this rule in predefined cases, but you should follow in use predefined cases. You should follow the rule, but in user defined case you may or may not follow the rules. Okay, student info is the user defined name, user defined class name here, student info. So may or may not follow the some rules of that naming convention, but better to follow that rules. So S is a capital letter, that's why I is a capital letter. Here you can see here two instance variables is there in this program. Here you can see these two instance variable are student name and student age. So here student name, it is a variable, it is follow the camel case. Okay, camel case here you can see, and you can take one instance variable, like here it is a constant uppercase letter. Here you can see the maximum marks in uppercase letter. So it represents the constant. So static and final you can declare. Later you can discuss what is meant by final and what is meant by static, what is the use of that. Now we can see, so what are the classes? Predefined class is there. Scanner is a predefined class, and the student info is a user defined class. Like here you can take the variable student name, so it can follow the camel case, and also student is also camel case. Here it can represent the constant. Here the max marks, it is a capital letter, completely capital letter. Here you can see the show details, it is a user defined method name. Here it can follow the camel case. That's why a method starts with the small letter and followed word starts with the capital letter. Here you can see the D is a capital letter in this case. Now you can see as system is also a predefined class system. So in this out is a variable name. Here outstream it can represent, and println is the method name, so starts with the small letter. Like here you can see, just you can pass one name and age of that student. Then here already you can declare the constant value here, maximum marks. Just you have to print that student details, student name and student age and student marks, like here. So this is the main method. just you can read that value at runtime by using scanner class. Scanner is a predefined class. So this predefined class comes from the util package. That's why you can import that package here. Then scanner is a variable name here. You can create one object for this scanner class reference variable here. So you can see system.out.println and enter name. Here you can see the string name and a scanner next line. So this is the predefined method. In this predefined method starts with the small letter, n is a small letter, l is the capital letter. Here you can see next line. So l is a capital letter. So method starts with small letter. If method name having multiple word, first word starts with the small letter, then followed word starts with the capital letter. That is the rule. Okay. So you can read the value also here int next int. So here also same rule. So you can see we are creating one object reference variable. So here also you can follow the same thing. Student info is the class name. The student is the object here. Student name, and the student name. What is the student name here? The student name is a instance variable, right? Here you can see the student name and student age is the instance variables. That's why you can access that instance variable through that object. So student is the object here. So student or student name equal to, we can pass some name. What are the name here entered at runtime by okay, you know already. Here you can see the string name equal to scanner dot next line. Here you can assign that name to this instance variable, right? Here also age is also entered. So you can see the student dot object dot that method name you can call. Just you can close the scanner class. Okay. So this is the example program. Then you can see, just you can compile this program now. Okay. Then you can run that program. You can run that program here. You can enter the name. Here name is Mohan. For example, age is 21, right? Just you can enter the name here. Name is a Mohan, age is 21. So you can see here the scanner scanner is a class, scanner equal to new scanner system.in. Here you can see the scanner dot next line. The scanner object here, scanner dot next line. So you can read the string at runtime. So that string here it is, you can enter the Mohan. So the Mohan is stored in that name variable. Then this name variable is passed here. You can see student or student name equal to name. Just you can pass that name to the instance variable, right? Here also you can enter age is 21. Just you can see the enter age. Now you can read that the age here, scanner dot next int. That means whatever the string is there, just that string is converted into integer type. So 21 is integer, so you can convert it into integer type. That int value is assigned to the age. So here this age is assigned to that student age, that is the instance variable. Okay, so student is equal to age. Now through that object, student is the object dot show details, you can call this method. So this method consisting of, these are the 4 statements is there. One is student details, it can print like this statement. After that you can print name and age of the student and marks of the student, just you can print. So after calling this method you can see the output here. So the name is Mohan. Here you can see this is the 4 statements, it can print student details, like here it can print the same thing, name equal to Mohan, age equal to 21, max marks equal to 100, like that. So how to remember one thing, any predefined class name having multiple word, you can see here it is a scanner is a class, so S is a capital letter. For example, buffer reader is a class, so each and every word starts with a capital letter. And method, so for example this is the predefined method read, so starts with the small letter. For example, method name having multiple word, first word starts with the small letter, then followed word starts with the capital letter. We have to remember. And variable also it can follow the camel case, and constant uppercase. Here you can see the package in lower case only. Okay, so this is the Example, a Java naming convention. Later we can discuss in detail about remaining topics. Thank you for watching this video.